How would you define the vehicle's condition after the accident?
The vehicle did seem to receive damage at the time of the incident, but I would say it was not what the prosecutor wants. I would say it would be significantly less.
Okay, that'd be all.
All right, please go back to your stand. Witness stand. All right, at this time.
That
no
sounded
witness.
so
At this time,
biased.
prosecution would like to cross-examine.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine.
Please go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna dash out some objections.
Mr. Wallace, could you state your name for me?
Objection irrelevant.
What's your verdict?
We're talking about right now.
Can you repeat that defense? Hello? Can you repeat that?
He said objection irrelevance.
Objection irrelevant.
That's gonna be overruled. It is relevant.
Jordan Wallace,
Or is
And
relevant.
what is your occupation?
Secret Service.
And have you had any jobs prior to this?
Have I had
Objection irrelevant.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, that is relevant.
What?
Can you repeat the question?
At
It
any
was
point,
sustained.
Mr. Wallace, have you been a car mechanic?
Have I been?
Objection beyond the scope.
Not beyond
That
the
it-
scope, Your Honor. It has to do with Mr. Wallace's assessment of
Leading.
the vehicle.
Can you define what you mean by car mechanic?
Have you ever worked in the profession of automobile vehicles?
I mean, I was
Repairing
a
them, fixing
tow
them?
truck driver a couple times.
Okay, so
That's
no.
about as close as I've been to a car mechanic.
Okay, so is it safe to say no to that answer?
So-
Objection calling for a conclusion.
That's gonna be overruled. It's not calling for a conclusion.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
It's asking him
Leading.
if he's ever been.
Yeah, that might be no, that's not.
Alright, that's all I have.
No.
Oh, I got one.
Love you, Henry.
I got one.
All right.
User joined your channel.
One second. All right, Mr. What was your name there? Jordan Wallace. That is all. You may go back to
Can I
audio.
counter?
You like to counter?
You can
Yeah,
read-
just one question.
All right, go ahead, please, Mr. Wallace, come back up.
Now, you stated that you were a tow truck driver, correct?
That is
Call,
correct.
objection calls for a conclusion.
I was just referencing
Overruled.
what
He's
he.
not calling to a conclusion to the case. He's just asking if he's been a tow truck driver. That does not.
Alright,
conclude
objection asked and answered.
Okay, I was just okay. I'm getting
Alright,
to a point.
sustained.
Have you ever repaired?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Have you ever repaired a vehicle on duty as tow truck driver?
I have.
Would you see yourself as
User left.
semi-competent at repairing vehicles to a certain point as tow truck driver?
Yes, I could see that. Yeah.
That'd be all.
All right. All right,
I'd like to re-examine.
Oh
go ahead.
god.
Mr. Wallace,
Dude,
what
it's
tools
right up.
did you use as a
Irrelevant.
tow mechanic to repair these vehicles?
Objection irrelevant.
That's gonna be sustained.
Yes!
So I just need to answer this question.
No, I mean, Your
A
Honor.
wrench.
Okay.
Holy fuck, stop calling me.
I could easily get Henry dropped from this case.
Okay,
right
so
now.
you said it was sustained.
Correct.
During your time as a tow truck driver, did you use any tools other than a welding torch?
Objection irrelevant.
No.
Sustained.
Sustained. How is that irrelevant?
The tools that he used as a tow truck driver does not matter at all in this current case.
Well, it's classifying him as he's damage of a vehicle, or if he's just there for a quick fix just to get it going again.
No, what if he can't afford
Even
those
if
tools?
so, the tools he uses does not matter, as
Yes!
whatever tool he uses does not indicate his knowledge of
Yes.
vehicle damage.
Okay, that's all I have, Your Honor.
Come down to cell
Alright,
number 1.
Defense, would you like to re-examine?
You want to
No,
re-examine?
no, Your Honor.
Alright. Witness, Mr.
We-
Jordan
we
Wallace, you
win,
may
we
go
win.
back to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright,
built for the
defense.
court.
Do
I'm
you
not
have
built
any
for
more
the
witnesses
court.
you'd like to call to the stand?
We're dying.
No, Your Honor.
Alright. Alright, prosecution, I have a question for you.
Yeah, sure thing.
Do you have any medical documents or documents from the repair shop indicating how much damage the vehicle was to replace, how much it cost to replace, or how much the medical bills were at the hospital there?
Yeah, I messaged my client to gather that information, but obviously he went MIA for a brief period of time. So if you would like to defer the you know, if the case is found in my client's favor, if you'd like to defer the amount awarded until we get that evidence to you, that would be certainly fine with me and my client.
What's Shoepox?
But I can't get
What's
you that
Shoepox's
information. I
last
can
name?
get you that information as soon as
Makarov, shit.
finds me or comes
I don't
into the
fucking
city.
know. Shupak Makarelli.
Your Honor,
Alright.
User joined your channel.
Yes,
User
defense.
left your channel.
I have access to the government DOJ website.
User
There
left
might be
your
some
channel.
information regarding his medical bills on that. Would you like me to check?
Why would you say that? You
Not necessary. I'll check. Court will
wanna
be
be
now
fair.
going into recess for
Oh,
3
my
minutes.
Because I
ninja,
want to be
like,
fair.
Did not want our closing
I want
arguments.
to be fair.
No, we don't
I'll
want to
get
be
that
fair.
in a
That's the
second.
whole point of court. You don't be fair. You eat the other dude's asshole.
I want to talk to
No.
the prosecutor. Hey, can I talk to you? Are you one of them crab people?
Grab people. Like grab.
Alright, court is
like
now back
people.
in session at
Oh,
this time.
okay. Objection.
Jab.
Whoa, guy with a revolver out there, what the f-
Oh, where?
Whoa.
User left your channel.
He just went the alleyway back there.
Oh my god, that's my cousin Andrew.
Alright, everyone back. We're in the court, boys. Back to your stands.
He can't go back to prison, he just got out.
Objection,
Alright.
relevance.
Just
What was that
irrelevant.
defense?
Nothing, Your Honor.
They
Alright.
should have whispered.
Alright, at this time we will now be entering into closing arguments. At this time, plaintiff, go first, if you may.
Your Honor, people of the court, defense, as you can see, my client was involved in an accident. There was no fault of his own, and 100% the fault of Mr. Ryan Sterling. As you can see in the evidence, my client stayed in his lane the entire time and followed the correct procedure for exchanging information after the crash had happened. Because of the fault of Mr. Sterling, controlling
do
his
closing
vehicle, my
argument.
client suffered damages
Okay.
to
Just
himself.
make sure you say that
vehicle,
there's no evidence
as well as
regarding the
passengers
price
who
of
put their trust
anything
in
medical
him
bills, and
as
their
that's pretty
driver.
much it. And,
And
say
because
that we'll
of that,
offer
I
like
feel that the court should
$500
fall
in
in the favor of
compensation
the
or some dumb shit.
of the
Okay.
plaintiff.
What about the threats? What about the threats?
Shut
And that
up.
is
Oh
all I
yeah,
have.
mention the threats, dude. Do that.
Easy.
Alright.
Mention it
Defense,
once.
you may
just a
now
little side.
begin your closing arguments.
Your Honor, I believe.
You're not defense.
Your Honor, I'm representing the defense.
You are not
defense is a
representing.
He's the mayor's office. Okay.
bitch.
You
Do it.
can't represent as a mayor.
Alright, Your Honor. Okay. Alright, Your Honor, and the people of the court. As you can clearly tell, there was not enough evidence regarding the price of anything that happened in that situation, including medical documents and the repair costs of the vehicle. The Also taking into account the threats coming from the vehicle directly after towards the mayor's safety, and that'd be pretty much all. I'd say that it doesn't warrant $5,000 in compensation.
To roll into the defense's favor.
Contempt of
Alright.
court, stop
And it
eating.
rolls into the defensive favor and stuff. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'd like to rebuttal.
Yes, I'll start
if
with
you
that.
would let me, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
As you mentioned in the evidence, the defense brought up some threats made to
Objection,
the
roll
mayor,
it.
which is a completely unrelated issue. But clearly from the evidence, that was not the voice of the defense, Mr. Shupak, Michael Relly. And I don't know why the defense is bringing up these pointless claims. The only matter here is that the defense was responsible for the incident involving my client, and therefore they should be responsible for the financial
A rebuttal
responsibilities.
and say that
involved
he
with
wasn't in.
That is all.
Quick rebuttal, Your Honor.
Go ahead, defense.
I would also like to point out that in prior information that was given on government website regarding this court case, he stated that he was in the hospital for almost a month. It has not been more than 24 hours since this incident, so I don't see how that could be possible. And I would say that a lot of the information given by him could be incorrect, just because of that information not being true at all, Your Honor. That'd be all.
I want to take a
Interesting.
rebuttal, Your Honor.
Oh,
Go ahead, prosecution.
As you are surely
Fight,
aware,
objection,
the
roll.
time
Fight,
in the
fight,
city of
fight.
Santos is far different from the time in many different lands that we may know. Those alien planets and whatnot.
What?
So, therefore, the 1 month time is obviously definitely a time period that Mr. Shupak could have spent in the hospital.
Your Honor, quick rebuttal.
Alien planets.
Oh my
Defense, go ahead.
This is if I can ask the court something, peanut gallery and all, if this is okay with you.
Objection.
Depends on who you mean by peanut gallery. You may ask me a
Everybody in the
question
court.
if you need.
I can ask you a question. How many hours are in a day?
24.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Your Honor. That'd be all.
24 months.
Your Honor, quick rebuttal.
24.
No.
Oh.
This is my last rebuttal.
Yeah, it may be your last, but it might not be their last. I believe I have everything I do. Alright. After looking
How many
over
hours are in a day?
Mr. Shupak's not arrest history, medical records here, I can see that you said this accident happened yesterday, correct? On the 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, but oftentimes in the Department of Justice, the dates are a little wonky on the tickets, the arrests, and the medicals. So,
Well, as far as I have here, I know that you have no evidence showing that he was in hospital care at that time. And the evidence that I do have also proves that he was not in
Get celebrate good
any
times.
medical custody
Ready?
at that time.
You both.
So at this
we
time-
won.
Let's see here.
Objection irrelevant.
Yeah, alright. Alright, at this time, upon hearing the arguments and reviewing evidence provided by both prosecution and defense, the court hereby rules in favor of the plaintiff, not for full compensated amount. The compensated amount that will be given by defense to plaintiff is going to be approximately $500.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
Go ahead. The $500 will be for damage sustained to the vehicle, at which I think the appropriate repair price would be. That was a very, it wasn't a fast collision at all. It was just
20 miles an
a
hour.
dent on the
It was a little fender bender.
front. Yes, and that'd be possibly, you'd have to get a new fender, maybe get a couple
Yeah.
dents, which I don't think that's $5,000 worth of damage.
We bash.
So at this time, court will be dismissed. And you have paid him, right?
10-4, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you have received payment from defense, correct? Just for record.
That's correct.
Ryan, go.
All right.
10-4,